Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be an empties video. I have a huge bin here. I think this is 2 months of empties, November and December. So I'm going to be going over all these products, talk about what I think of them, if I would repurchase them or not. And I'm also going to be introducing just a new way that my empty series is going to be go forward. So if you like empty videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love it if you stuck around. But with all that, let's just get started. All right, let's first just talk about how I'm going to be changing my empties series. I used to just kind of talk about my empties and I would do them every month, every other month, depending on how many products that I had. I've had a little bit less empties since I've been getting through my samples, which is why I've been doing them every other month instead of every month when I had a ton of samples and I was getting through them. But I kind of want to change it for this year. So I'll be going back to doing empty videos every single month. Probably the first Thursday of every month is what I'm thinking. And it's not just going to be an empties video, it's going to be a kind of makeup rehab is what a lot of people call it, but I'm going to be going over my purchases as well as what I've emptied. Now, for purchases, I do want to start kind of a low buy in 2024. So February will be the first month you'll be seeing my purchases that I made for January, and I'm setting up some rules for myself. I gave this a lot of thought. I didn't want to put myself on a no buy. I didn't want to put myself on a point system, which is something a lot of people do. I don't think that that's going to work for me personally because I just don't use makeup fast enough to earn points, and it was just setting myself up for failure. I wanted to think of a way that set myself up for success and also just lowered my makeup consumption. I don't, like I said, want to stop buying makeup. I just want to be more mindful on what I'm purchasing. So the rules, let's just get to it. I'm going to allow myself 3 purchases every single month, and they can be 1 purchase within each category. I can make 1 eyeshadow purchase, 1 base purchase, which means either foundation or concealer, and then 1 complexion purchase, meaning bronzer, blush, or highlight. I cannot make any purchases in any other categories because I just don't need to. So I'll be going on a no buy for primers, lipsticks mainly. Those are the 2 main categories. I don't have any issues buying mascaras, brow products, etc. So I'm not really concerned, but any other category will just be a no buy. And I'm starting with 4 months at a time. I'm gonna see how that goes and tweak the system if need be. Because like I said, I wanna set myself up for success and I just want to be more mindful. Now, the caveat is points don't roll over, purchases don't roll over, meaning if I don't make an eyeshadow purchase in January, I don't get to buy 2 eyeshadows in February. And that rule is in place just to try and make sure that I'm being more mindful on my purchases. I'm not just trying to like hoard all the little purchases and then 1 month buy 5 eyeshadow palettes. It's either use it or lose it. And I struggled a little bit with that because I'm hoping, and this is where like the tweaking comes in, that I don't just make a purchase to make a purchase, like, oh, no bronzer, blush, or highlight really interested me, so let me just pick 1 up. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes for myself. So that means that in 2024, hopefully I can just have these rules go throughout the entire year. I'm going to start with 4 months though. Like I said, that would be, what is that? 12, 24, 36 products total I would bring into my collection if I follow those rules. Now for skincare, I'm not really concerned about my self-control for skincare, but I do just want to say I'm putting myself on a skincare no buy with the exception of replacements. I don't foresee myself needing any replacements anytime soon, but I'm putting that caveat in just in case I pull something in and someone tries to call me out, like, I thought you were on a skincare no buy, but I had no more toner. Toner's the only one I could see myself needing to repurchase, or makeup remover. I don't think I'll need anything else. I just want to throw that in there though. And the rest, hair, nails, whatever, like I'm pretty confident like I'll be okay in those categories. We'll just have to wait and see. So after this month, I'm going to go over the last 2 months of empties, but after this month, you'll be seeing my purchases as well as my empties to just kind of hold myself more accountable with my purchasing decisions, etc. So I hope that sounds like a fun change, something that you want to see. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments if you have any ideas for me, or how you kind of are just more mindful on your purchases, not necessarily spending. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just want to bring in less, but it's not necessarily like a budget issue. It's just I want to be putting my money in other places. So that's my plan so far. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about my empties for the last 2 months. With empties, I usually separate them by category. So let's start with nails, because that's the least amount that I have. So I just have a full-size nail polish remover. This is from my like drugstore called Carrefour here in France. So I have an empty for nail polish remover. I also have a top coat that I finally finished off. This is from Vibrant Vinyls. This is their fast and hard top coat. Really, really like this. If you haven't tried like a quick dry top coat, I'm telling you, like a lot of people I hear hate doing their nails because of how long it takes to dry. You can't do anything. A quick dry top coat will change your life. And then the last thing I have is a acetone additive. So this is something that you put in your nail polish remover, and it helps to make your nail polish remover not so harsh. It has like nourishing qualities in it, and it'll help kind of just not dry out your cuticles, etc. My nails look like trash today, but I haven't had time to do them. I normally am painting my nails every couple of days, I would say. It's really relaxing for me. But this is something I also just highly recommend that a lot of people don't know about. Super easy to use. All you do is take the vial. This was in the scent Tiramisu. You pour it into your bottle of nail polish remover, shake it up, and that's it. It will just kind of have some nourishing qualities and help not, it'll still have the strength of nail polish remover if you're using acetone to really strip hard to remove polish, but it won't damage your skin around your nails as much. So that's all the Nailcare. I only have one fragrance. I guess I should have started with that. This is the Miss Dior, just the Miss Dior. I got this as a sample, I think when I ordered something from Dior recently. I try to now get through my fragrance samples right when I get them and not add them to my box of samples, because I still have a huge box of fragrance samples to get through. This is the only one that I have this round because I do have a fragrance in Project Pan, so my samples have been kind of getting a little bit neglected. For Bodycare, I don't have too much. I have 2 of the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. This is like a travel, and this is a mini, I don't know. I use this up clearly not in the summertime, in the winter, but I kind of just wanted to get these out of my collection. I'm really trying to work through my hoard of just products, part of why I do this series. I have a ton of samples, etc. So I thought it would be nice to maybe pull these in, get some summer scents going while it's so cold here. So I did finish both of these. And then I also finished my very, very last sugar scrub. This is the KB Shimmer Sugar Scrub in Peppermint. So this was like a Christmassy scent. Really love the KB Shimmer formula for sugar scrubs. KB Shimmer is a indie polish brand. They also do body care. This tub, I think, is, let's see, 9.5 fluid ounces, and it's like 10 bucks. I used to purchase these a lot. I had a ton of them in my empties for a while. I'd go through about 1 a month. This is officially my last one. I'm not necessarily on the hunt to purchase a sugar scrub anytime soon. I think that I just like using the First Aid Beauty KB Bump Eraser more, which I do need to repurchase, but it's a little bit low on my list right now to go out and purchase because, like I said, I'm trying to minimize the amount of purchases, and I just don't think that I need that right away. But when I do go out and purchase something a little bit more exfoliating for the body, it will be the First Aid Beauty Bump Eraser. I think I want to do makeup next. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm rushing through this, but I don't like this video to be super, super long. Let's just do makeup because there's not too much in there. I have two kind of lip masks. I'm putting this in makeup. So I just have a chapstick. This is in Toast to Love. I got this in like my little bachelorette goodie bag from when I was in my friend's wedding. I dug it completely out and it was nice to have a chapstick. I like chapstick. What else can you say about chapstick? And then I have a mini of the just original Laneige lip sleeping mask. The Laneige sleeping mask is actually not my favorite. I've come to find out there's just other ones that I prefer more. I like the Lano lips. There's one from Yes Style that I recently tried. I have a full size of one of these still, so not gonna purchase any lip masks anytime soon, but it will not be the Laneige once I get through them all. And then I have two setting sprays. This one's a full size, this one's a mini. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist. I finished this in Project Pan, and then before I was waiting to film my next Project Pan, I had this one, and I just finished it off because I think it was like half full. And then I have a full size of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh in my Project Pan now currently. So this one's done, and then this one is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Face Mist. You can see like my markings there from it being in Project Pan. I'll have that playlist linked down below if you like Project Pan videos. But this was really nice. I don't love how it's upside down. That kind of bothers me. It's not my setting spray of choice. It was nice, like I understand the hype, it smells good, but the amount of times that I use setting spray, this just wouldn't be the one that I would purchase, I don't think. And then my last empty that I'm going to talk about because it took me so long to finish is this Givenchy Prism Libre, and this is the loose powder in just shade 1. I got this when I ordered something from Givenchy. I got this as like a little sample, and it had like the 4 quadrants. I have it taped. It had 4 quadrants with a sifter, and like this took me so long for a loose powder. Let's see. There's 0.8 grams of powder in here if you count all 4. And yeah, it took me months and months to finish this. So I definitely want to talk about this. You know, I have the pressed version of this shade specifically, and I really like the pressed powder. I tried that first before trying this, and I just don't like the loose powder as much. I definitely prefer the pressed. This shade, I feel like when it was loose, it was just too light on my skin, and the pressed version works better. I don't have an explanation for that or why I think that, but if I was going to repurchase this powder, it would not be this shade. Very beautiful. I love this powder. Just for me, this shade was not great. And then the last category, I feel like we're breezing through, is hair care before we get to skincare. I am trying to get through all my small size of hair care. That's definitely right now my biggest category of concern because I really do not do my hair. Like this is my hair just washed and dried and then brushed. So there's 0 product in here. I'm not a hair person. My sister is. I wish that I was. I wish I knew how to do hair better, but I don't. Let's start with these. These are 2 little mini dry shampoos. I'll use dry shampoo. That's about the extent of it. I really have to force myself to use other products. So the first one is the Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1 Texturize, Amplifies, Refreshes. This was nice. Dry Bar is usually on the more expensive side, so I feel like I would not repurchase this only because there's other dry shampoos I like over this. I really like the Matrix one. That one stands out in my head, and this one does not. And then the other one that I have is the Amika Undone Volume and Matte Texture Spray. I did like this, but I still feel like the Matrix beats this one out. So for me, it's always just a comparison when I say like, would I repurchase it? Like I would if I saw this on the shelf, I needed a dry shampoo right away. But if I'm going out of my way to order a dry shampoo because I need one, it's going to be the Matrix over this. But I'm glad I used up 2 dry shampoos. And then I have a bunch of just like all these shampoo and conditioners that I need to use. And this is not any of my foil samples. I literally have shampoo and conditioner, I think, for 2 years, not going into a full size. This is a full size. I don't know how I got this. A lot of these samples, by the way, I got like in Ulta bags. Like if you spend so much, you usually get a ton of like a sample bag. And I used to be a sucker for those, which is how I accumulated all of these samples. And now I'm stopping that, but that is how I accumulated a lot of these samples, just so you know. And now I'm trying to, this is my penance for making those decisions. I feel like that's why I'm forcing myself to actually go through these. Let's get through this. So the first one that I have is the Vivicell Gorgeous Growth Densifying Shampoo. I did not like this. I actually felt like this made my hair kind of dry and straw-like. I'm not someone who really, I don't have a lot of needs when it comes to shampoo and conditioner. Like it's easy to impress me, but I just, for some reason, hit myself with it, but I did not really like this. Then this is the Hemp's Original Herbal Conditioner for damaged and color-treated hair. I do not dye my hair, just so you know. I haven't dyed my hair since I was 15, 16. This was okay. It has that hemp smell, so I liked it for that. But other than that, I have nothing exciting to report on it. Then these 2 little mini ones, let's see. These were both conditioners because I had that huge shampoo to get through. This is the Matrix Unbreak My Blonde, and this is a strengthening conditioner. It's fine. It's fine. I do like the Matrix products overall, but like I don't know how to judge a conditioner one over the other. I probably would just go back to my Olaplex if I had a choice of what shampoo and conditioner I'm going to use. And then this was the Rusk Pure Mix Native Fig Replenishing Conditioner. I mean, this is pretty small, so it's like 1 or 2 uses. I don't feel like I can really have an opinion based on that. And then that brings me to skincare, which there's not that much. I used to feel like these videos would be like close to an hour long, and they're getting shorter because I do try to like mix what I have between samples and full size, because I don't want to use all my samples and get them out of my collection. I mean, I do, but then I don't want my full size products to go bad. So I do try now to find a happy medium. However, my goal was to try and get through all of my mini sunscreens. So let's go through those. I don't have too many, and I don't have too many left of mini sunscreens. So sunscreens, I have the Clinique Super Defense City Block. This was okay, not my favorite of them all. This was the La Roche-Posay Melt-In Milk Sunscreen 100 Body and Face. I actually did really like this one. This was my favorite of all the La Roche-Posay's sunscreens that I've tried, because sometimes I find them a little bit greasy. And then this was the Shiseido Synchro Shield sunscreen. I really, really liked the sunscreen. I don't know why, but I really, really did. I would not repurchase it, only because the full size I'm about to talk about is my holy grail, and I did already repurchase a full size of this sunscreen once I ran out of it. And Shiseido is probably way more expensive than the sunscreen I repurchased, but this was really, really nice. And if I wanted to splurge on a sunscreen, it would be this one. The one that I love, though, that is now my holiest of holy grails, is this Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen with SPF 50, and it's supposed to be non-greasy velvet finish. That's what I love the most about this, is that it gives you a matte finish. I don't like an overly glowy sunscreen, especially if I'm not gonna wear makeup that day, because I feel like my skin just looks like wet and sweaty and shiny. I just don't like that. I don't know why it's so popular, unpopular opinion from me, but that's not what I like. So this was perfect. And I love that you can get every single last drop out of it because of the way that the pump is. Love everything about this. And surprisingly, this was the first thing that Yes Style ever sent me, I think, for free. So it was a nice surprise, I did repurchase this. I think this is like $16 and it lasted me quite a long time. I mean, granted, I do use this in conjunction with other sunscreens because I'll try and save this for days I'm not gonna wear makeup, and I can use a glowier sunscreen on days I am gonna wear makeup as more of a base. So I did try to save this a little bit, but I did repurchase it, and after I get through all my sunscreens, I plan on this being the sunscreen I just stick with. I like it a lot. Now, let's go to moisturizers, I guess. I have a few. I usually just stick with 2 moisturizers, one in the morning, one at night. I'm not someone who has like a 20-step skincare system, but my morning, these are 2 night ones. Okay, my morning moisturizer for a while was this one. This is the Belief Aqua Bomb Cica Cream Stress Shooter. This was like a gel moisturizer, and it's supposed to help with stress and get rid of redness. I think it's for sensitive skin. I've really liked this a lot. I don't normally love a gel moisturizer. I prefer a cream only because my skin can get a little bit dehydrated. And this was nice. This was just, it was really cooling, and I felt myself like massaging my face in the morning to really like rub it in. It was nice for that. And I'm not usually someone who will just sit there and like massage products into their skin, but I found myself doing that with this, and I would repurchase this. I can't think of right now off the top of my head of a morning moisturizer that I like more. So this is definitely a contender to be my morning moisturizer of choice. Also love the packaging. I like that it's lightweight. I love that it's a squeeze tube. I just find it simple, easy to travel with too. Unlike this moisturizer, which I did like, this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream. I use this at night, but this is like a glass jar. It'd just be a pain to take with you somewhere. If you're only keeping it at home, great, but that's just my con against this. I did really like this as a nighttime moisturizer. I used, every single last bit. It's a nice jar, just I don't need that. I just need something simple that works. That's what I like. So this was also nice. I don't think it's my favorite nighttime cream, but it was good. I do like this one more. This is the Vichy Aqualine Thermal Rich Cream. So I have a ton of Vichy products that I need to get through. I used this one next because it was a night cream and I finished the First Aid Beauty. Really like Vichy products. They're pretty affordable. They're a French brand, like this a lot. And I like the different lines that they have within just their brand. They have a ton of different lines, and this was a really nice one. Don't prefer this packaging over this. Like if we're just talking about packaging, I have a lot of thoughts because this at least was easy to get all the product out. But because, I don't know why I'm opening this. This was easier to get all the product out because it just went straight down. It's just a cylinder, whereas this one tapers. And when you get to the bottom of it, like you kind of have to put your finger like in the corner, and I don't like that. So like this product better, but if it's going to come in a glass jar, I would rather it come in a glass jar like this one. So that was all my moisturizers. Let's see. I have this box sitting here. I've talked about these before. This is the Deepology Serum Infused Micro Dart Patches. This is a box of 4. You're supposed to use these once a week, and it really is just supposed to help overnight, kind of like hydrate your under eyes. I don't like this brand at all. I find the actual applicator to be super sticky, like almost where it pulls at my skin, but I do like using these micro darts. I Have a bunch from Skin Iceland. When they go on sale at Ulta, I pick a ton of them up because I think they're like $10 a piece regular price. So when I can get them half off or something, I will pick them up. I've been slacking a little bit in the eye patch department, but that's because it's been cold in wintertime. It's just like, I don't want to put cold things on my face when I'm already cold. So I finished a box of those. I still have a few more of the Deepology before I get to my Skin Iceland ones, but I do plan on getting back on track with that as maybe it starts to warm up. Now, let's see. Oh, this was also a moisturizer. Let me look. Moisturizer, eye serum. Okay, this was also like a little sample moisturizer. I got this when I ordered from Chanel, I think their holiday launch. It's the Sublimage La Creme. It's very nice. It smells luxury, but I would not purchase skincare from Chanel, quite honestly. Toner, I have two. I'm trying to get through all my little toners, which is why I think I'm almost out of toner. I'm not sure how long they're gonna last me, but the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe and coconut water, I use this as a toner. It was nice. I thought I had finished all my Mario Badescu products. I did not. This was the last one just roaming around. So I finally finished it and Mario Badescu's out of my collection. And then this one, my dogs clearly got a hold of, but this is the Clinique Clarifying Lotion, just the Clinique toner. It's okay. Like in my early 20s, I thought Clinique was the best of the best. Like you couldn't get better than Clinique, but really they're not the greatest. So I would not repurchase this. I just like, honestly, for a toner, I tried the Neutrogena Hydro Boost toner and I really like that one. That's the one that I would repurchase. Now, oh, this was another toner. Excuse me. Another toner I have is from Sunday Riley. This is a full size, and this is the Martian Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner. This was 1.7 fluid ounces, but I went through this kind of fast, and this was a very interesting product. Like, when you squeezed it out, it looked like a gel moisturizer, but it says melting water gel toner. So it does, it like melts into a water texture. I didn't like it at first and I grew to like it, but for some reason, like Sunday Riley products, I just never feel like I get my money's worth out of it. Things that are 1.7 fluid ounces in another toner would last me way longer than this toner did. So I don't think I would repurchase it. It is for oily to blemish prone skin, which is not really my skin type, so it's not necessarily meant for my skin, but it was nice. Like out of all the Sunday Riley products I've tried, I like this the best. I don't feel like it lasted long at all. I have these two from Sunday Riley as well. This is a night oil. So this is the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. I have like a little mini and then I had a full size, I think, because this is 10 mils. 0.3 fluid ounces. I hated this with a passion. I ended up, I think, using it on my chest just to use it up because to me, this is like the worst smelling product I've ever used. And I know a lot of people like rave about this night oil. It smells like the only thing I can maybe describe it as, which sounds weird because I asked my husband, like, does this smell like this? And he didn't really get it. But to me, this smells like overcooked pasta that's just been like sitting in the pot. It's like completely, it might as well be mush. That's what this smells like to me. That's very specific, I know, but I hate the smell of it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Not my favorite oil whatsoever. I really like the Biossance oil and I can't with that. 2 eye creams. I'm trying to get through my samples of eye creams as well. I think I actually finished all my mini eye cream samples and now I'm only on full size, which is really nice. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So this is the Capture Total Super Potent Eye Serum from Dior. Very teeny tiny 3 mLs, but with eye serums, you don't need that much. Same thing with Chanel though. I just wouldn't purchase a luxury brand skincare line. I think it's a little bit of a waste of money. And then this was the Elemis Pro Collagen Eye Revive Mask, 4 mLs, because this lasted me way longer than that Dior. It's only 1 milliliter more. This is where I put my foot in my mouth because every single time in my empties, I trash on Elemis. I just think that most of their products are too expensive for what they are. And I really liked this. This is like, I looked up the price to see if I could purchase this, and it is so expensive. I think that once I'm ready to buy an eye cream again, because it is going to be a while, I'm working on a few and they're full sizes, I think I might bite the bullet and buy this because I did really, really like it. It's hydrating, it's cooling. A problem that I have with eye gels sometimes is that if they're too thick, I'll break out right here where my glasses basically rest because the product is like concentrated in that area and it's just pushing in my skin, and then I'll break out. This did not do that. It was super thin. It was so cooling. It was lovely. Really, really like this. I think it's like $80 for the full size though, and I refuse. So I'm hoping that I'll get through most of my eye products this year, and then come Black Friday, Elemis will do a sale, and maybe I will pick it up then if I even remember that I liked this, because that's the other thing. Like, will I even remember this product in 10 months from now? I don't know, but I have to admit, like that, and that's the first Elemis product that I've actually really enjoyed. And then the last thing we have to talk about are little serums. So these two are the same. This is the Philosophy Nature in a Jar Skin Reset Serum. This was okay. I don't really like Philosophy products that much. I used to, again, when I was like 18, 19, buy Philosophy. So I think that's like where my bias is, because I just feel like I've outgrown them. Wasn't a bad product, but nothing to write home about. I just feel like with serums like this, I want something that has a lot more active ingredients, because I don't go in with 3 different serums in one night. I only go in with 1. So I want it to be one that actually works. And the last one I have is the La Roche-Posay B5 Serum. And this is the anti-aging concentrate. This is just a hyaluronic acid. So I would sometimes use this in the morning. At night, I didn't use this all the time because I only use it when I felt like I needed an extra hydrating boost. It's okay. Again, I'm not looking for like extra moisture from my serums. I'm looking for something that maybe has more active ingredients, that maybe is going to exfoliate or is going to do anti-aging properties. I'm not really looking for more hydrating serum, because while I maybe have dehydrated skin, it's not overly dehydrated where I need to worry about putting moisture on top of moisture on top of moisture. So probably would not repurchase this. And then that's all my empties. I actually can't believe I got through this as fast as I did. It's probably still gonna be a long-ish video, but it felt shorter than other videos for sure. So that's everything that I finished in the past 2 months. I'd love to hear from you. Are you also just trying to get your collection under control in like some problem categories? Because I just have I have containers of just skincare. Like I have a container of just moisturizers and I don't understand why. I would love to. My goal is to just have a backup. And then when I open that backup, I wait for a sale to order another one. Like that would be my ultimate goal, because no one needs a year's worth of moisturizer in their collection. I mean, at this point, I've been doing empties for a year and a half now, and I'm still working on products. I really haven't brought in that many new products in skincare. So clearly, like, I need to get my stash under control, and that's why I like to talk about them in this video. But let me know your thoughts, what you're working on, and let me know your thoughts on my changes to these videos. I'm hoping to, being that they'll be every month instead of every 2 months like I've been doing, they will be a little bit shorter, hopefully more around the 20-minute mark, so it's a little bit more manageable of a video. But I'm gonna stop rambling now about this. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I hope you're having a great one. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.